You ready to start fighting for real?
Alright, now that we're done ranting about game design. Oh, look, it finally stopped raining. You're like, those rains were God's tears. He was crying for horse. Oh, I wanted to kill that bird in slow motion. Instead, I'll pick a mushroom. These activities are equal if you're a Boy Scout. Fine, I'll pick the other one too. God. You guys are so fucking judgmental. Link, stand up for yourself. There it is. I'm gonna pick the shit out of this mushroom. That mushroom won't know whether it's coming or going. It's be so goddamn picked. Anyway, I think there's a soldier spear here. Tell them. Yep. The shrine, or excuse me, not the shrine. The stable. Ooh, free battle axe. It's like, yeah, I got a free battle axe when I married her. I'm like, why do you use this? Who the hell is this? Where'd this come from? Is Andy Cap suddenly in the room? Goats! Those are more rams than they are goats, really, I'd have to say. Alright, Hestu. I'll talk to you in a minute, but my boy Beetle is here, and I've got to make cash money. You got to make money to spend money. He's so genuinely enthusiastic about the things I have that I could potentially sell him. I guess I don't want to sell him any of my foods library. How about my rare precious gems? Wow. He's so impressed. Alright, what do you got? Probably just arrows. I need... Oh, I don't need it. I got 164 arrows. I gotta save all my money for bringing horse back to life. Hey, how you doing? He's so genuinely surprised. Alright. We're going to upgrade our bow staff. I'm going to leave this dance in here because I find it very enjoyable. And if it happens to trip the content ID filter, then I'll have to, like, edit it out and re-upload the video. So, if y'all get to see this dance, you'll know everything worked out. It's only a few seconds long and it's so enjoyable, but it's enough to make the ghost of Miyamoto appear inside my house like the goddamn Grudge. And be like, your soul is mine now. I do like that they put a little subtitle for the dun-dun-dun-dun at the bottom. Alright, we do want to carry additional bows. More shields is not as important as more bows and weapons. Alright, we've seen your dance. It's very clever. You win. Your head looks like broccoli. Luckily, I think he'll do like 5 upgrades for you here before he moves to the forest. So, give me more weapon slots, son. I need them weapons. I'm like John Freeman, who was Gordon Freeman's brother, and I didn't have weapon. Don't tell him that secretly I had weapon, but I just want to have more weapon. I like how this Lisvo's boomerang is just a sword that's bent in the middle. Something about that seems off. Alright, we're going to get this expansion, and if he'll let me get any more, we'll go ahead and get another bow slot. For a bow berry, mayhaps? You know I can't say the word bow without making a Bojangles reference. Oh, he's done. Fine. I don't even want to carry more weapons or anything, Baka. Don't tell Hetsu, but secretly I long to carry more weapons. I've always noticed increased weapon inventory from afar. Alright, where is my free battle axe? Booyah. Just call me the Battle Axe Brawler. Disclaimer, don't call me the Battle Axe Brawler. You know, I forgot I had all these duplex bows and lion elbows and shit. I'm fucking set. Alright. Now, our choices are either... We do want to go ahead and activate the tower. But after we do that, we can either make our way into the Lost Woods, which is where Hetsu permanently takes up residence so we can keep upgrading our gear. Or we can go work on reviving horse, or we can go on sprucing up our tunic. We've also got to upgrade our tablet. God damn, we got so much to do. It's almost like this game is a vibrant open world of adventure. Speaking of which, look at these assholes. What the hell do y'all think you're doing up there? You think you're doing flying above me head like that? What's all this then? Oh God, it's old-timey Bobby. He needs a proper name. What's a proper old-timey Bobby British name? Nigel Crumsworth. That sounds Bobby-esque. I want to kill that pig. Dead pig! I'll take the meats. There is a ground octorot nearby shooting rocks at me, and I can... The militia... Okay, there he is. Hey, buddy! I got your big hearty truffle. I love how they pop out of the ground so confused. They're like, what the hell was that? Next thing you know, obliterated by the Link King's Infinity Boomerang. Okay. Bobby Crumsdale? Was it? No. Nigel Crumsby. I think that's the name of the old-timey Bobby character I've made up. Of course, I always get names wrong. In the episode where I premiered Jean-Pierre Tenfey, the French-Canadian lumberjack, I immediately called him Jean-Luc Tenfey. Probably because I've been watching. No, come back, deer. I have to shoot you in the ass. White-tailed deer are the fucking cock teases of the animal kingdom. Because they are designed with a white fucking ass to draw your eyes towards it and to want to shoot arrows into. Or if you happen to be a male deer, to shoot a different kind of arrow into. But then they run off. God damn it. What happened to all the deer sluts? Back when things were good. It's fucking raining again. Nothing's coming up, Tenfey. I'm gonna kill this fucking squirrel. And get D's nuts. No, D's nuts, come back. We did it. Patrick, we got D's nuts. That's another Tenfey reference we've worked in this video. Whoever's in charge of the Tenfey drinking game that I know exists, I have to assume exists, but I don't actually know about. Please tell me that we did it, Patrick. We blank the blank is officially has been inducted into the rules. Is that a fucking wolf? Hey, buddy. You're dead now. No, that wolf had such endurance. Who knew wolves had such stamina? Did y'all see that Old Spice has a new wolf mascot? And there's already porn of him? Don't ask me how I know that. It's just one of those things I stumbled across on the internet. I was doing research for a school paper on the internet and accidentally Googled hot wolf cocks. And the next thing you know, I saw the Old Spice mascot. It's weird because in some commercials, he's like supposed to be like an actual wolf, except, you know, he has, hey, Moblin, Skeleton, how you doing? I'm going to kill you now. My boomerang broke. Luckily, he dropped a big old chunky Moblin arm for us to use. But in the commercial, because I've seen a commercial, ooh, I want to kill that buck. The buck stops here because I put a fucking arrow in the back of his head. Piece of shit. Somebody get Truman in here. Was he the one that said that? No, come back. I'm going to kill you. You can't escape me. I'm like the Michael fucking Myers of the animal kingdom. There's one. Yeah, look at that. I had to kill deer, y'all. They're full of meat. What was I talking about? Fucking wolves. Okay. In the commercial I saw, these two ladies are walking down a mountain path and talking about, like, yogurt and their periods or whatever women talk about in commercials. And then, like, a wolf appears and like, it looks like an actual wolf, like a puppeted wolf. But he's wearing, like, a t-shirt and sunglasses and a hat. And he's like, Old Spice, baby, and doing backflips and playing guitar riffs and shit. And the ladies are like, that's terrible. That wolf is riddled with toxic masculinity. But anyway, apparently there's also ads featuring the wolf as a studly wolf-type gentleman with human attributes. And needless to say, the internet was quite taken aback with this gentleman. This wolfly gentleman. They were like, I do say, this perspiration repelling mascot has gotten me all a dandered. That's not a word. It sounds like something an old-timey British guy would say, but it's not. It's riled up my juices something fierce. It's like, what were those commercials in France? Orangiva or some kind of orange drink where the commercials were just animal people and it was like, hey, do you want to fuck this animal person? And you're like, I don't know. I never thought I'd be asked so brazenly by a French commercial. They're like, then drink Orangiva. One of them is like a guy is rollerblading, and a rollerblading giraffe lady comes up and, like, sniffs his ass and then drags him off to rape him. I can't tell if it was, like, I think what happened was the guy who wrote the, like, script for the ads was, like, late for his big meeting and was, like, running down the ad agency office with a big pile of papers on his regular Orangina ads, and he accidentally ran into a coworker who was carrying a bunch of printouts of his fucking furry smut fiction, and, like, they ran into each other, and then their papers got all mixed up. And the next thing you know, there's, like, fucking cat men banging in the bathroom, and, like, there's a deer lady. I can't remember all of them. You think I would. Just fucking Google Orangina animal people. Goddamn, why have I got to be the one to fucking teach you all this? Why am I drowning in mud? You know why? Because it's raining. Because it rains all the fucking time. Oh, it stopped raining. Nobody tells you me about it. Okay, finally. Hey, how you doing? Did you notice me, senpai? Oh, good. Well, you got shot with an arrow and died, so I hope you noticed that. Okay, what were we fucking doing? We're going to climb that tower. There's a knot trot. Preemptive strike! And you're dead. Hey, Liz First, how you doing? Fine, sit there and fucking swim around in the mud all you want. I don't give a shit. I hope you fucking die in that mud. Speaking of dying in that mud, I forgot I fell in the mud over and over and I need to eat. I like the thought that the Lizfost exists to spray water out of his mouth to shoot you off your ice platform just to slightly inconvenience you. Joke's on you, I didn't notice his chest earlier. You made me more powerful, Lizfost. You're like that episode of Invader Zim where Zim has the time portal that he's trying to use to kill Dib in the past, but the only thing he can put in the time portal is little stuffed pigs. And so every time he throws one into the past, it fucks up some part of Dib's childhood, and he gets horribly injured and more mutilated as he goes along and more crippled. But it backfires because eventually Zim throws so many that Dib becomes so horribly mangled that his scientist father, it's like, in order to save my son's life, I have to convert him into a super hyper bionic boy, and he becomes like a fucking Gundam mech. It's a good episode of Invader Zim. I recommend it. I think it ironically ends with Zim accidentally replacing his own brain with a stuffed pig. And then Gur says something random. I don't know. I kind of fell apart at the end of the episode. Man, we have talked about a lot of topics in the last 5 minutes, y'all. I really do need that Tenfey stenographer. I was about to say, oh god, I ate all my stamina food. What if I don't make it up this climb? But then I remembered Bite Zadusto took me back to a time period where I still had stamina food. And also where Rohan hadn't discovered my identity by opening my fake son's face with Heaven's Door. Anyone who doesn't watch JoJo is like, probably thinks that's my usual stupid nonsense, but that's the actual thing that happened in JoJo. I like JoJo. No, I haven't read the manga, but that's just because I enjoy the anime. Like, I know I could read up to, like, what is it, part 8 or so? But I just want the anime to come out so I can enjoy it. Like, I didn't know anything that happened in the only thing I knew that happened in the anime before watching it, starting with Phantom Blood, was that a guy was going to fight another guy who was going to yell Zawarido and time was going to stop, and then he was going to throw a steamroller at him. Like, that was the only knowledge I went into JoJo with. So it's been a fun romp, son. Good times. Okay. Wow, 1 rupee. I'm the richest man in the land. And a flint. Alright, one of the coolest things about unlocking this tower as a permanent travel point is after every blood moon, when everything that spawns in the world resets, you know, other than chests, if you happen to climb on top of this skull, there's a motherfucking royal claymore up here, which is a fucking endgame weapon. I suppose we could spare this traveler spear. Sorry, my Dragoon cosplay. Yeah! So every blood moon we got to remember to come back and get this motherfucker. Because look at that shit. That shit's hot. Now, I'm not saying I would fuck a sword, but if I was gonna fuck a sword, it'd be that one. What's your weapon, Fu? Okay. So we came here. Got Hetsu. We can go into the forest. How many seeds do I even have? It's enough for a couple of upgrades. Should we go into the Lost Woods now? Which is that area. Super spooky, by the way. Do we go try to resurrect horse? How much money do I have? 650. We need like over 1,000 rupees to resurrect horse. There's a way to make money, but it's over there in the Icelands. God, we're paralyzed by infinite possibilities, son. It's like playing Grand Theft Auto. We should take this one step at a time. You got to put one foot in front of the other. You have to know when it's appropriate to hold them, but also, conversely, when it would be appropriate to fold them as well. Some ancient scholar said those words. His name escapes me. I like to think Pickles from Metalocalypse is watching this, and he's like, "It's Kenny Rogers, you jackass!" Like, who? We could kill that silver goblin and get free money because they drop gems when they die. Let's kill that silver goblin. I'm in the mood to kill that silver goblin. It's a good thing, to quote Martha Stewart. We're going to shoot him once, right in the mouth with this fucking bow. Then we're going to run over there. We're going to equip a proper fucking weapon. This fucking thing. He's going to do... Okay. Now the problem is we actually don't want to knock him off the platform because he'll just drown in the mud. Like that. Okay. He somehow lived. Okay, never mind. He's done. Shit. What the hell is this? Dragon Bone Boko Club. That's a powerful weapon. Hey, Moblin, man, what are you all about? Here, hold my boomerang for me. I missed. Okay. We need to make an actual decision. We need to go... There's a town down here we need to go to. So let's go to these stables. We'll work things out from there. Alright. We got this. We know what we're doing. Do you know what you're doing? No, because you're not the hero of time. Shut up. Don't you fucking talk to me. Alright, we need a horse, and luckily we have a horse. Horse may have died. Directions to what? Oh, now you want to do the horse taming competition. I came here earlier and you wouldn't have anything to do with it. I guess we're going to get sidetracked again. Alright, let's go tame a horse real quick. Just to make this guy think we're cool, I guess. We got 2 minutes. That's enough time to tame every horse that moves. Alright, shh. Shut the fuck up. Alright, nobody make any noises. I'm going to sneak up on this horse. Everyone knows the smartest thing you can do is sneak up on an unaware horse from its backside and try to jump on it. That horse looks a lot like my horse that died. Oh God, I'm seeing him everywhere now. Horse is like, I'm already there. Yeah! Hi, random horse. You look like the horse from the movie Spirit. I don't know if he does, and if that's horse racist or not, but it's the first thing I thought to say. I'm just trying to make conversation while I ride you over here. Hey, look, I caught a horse. Do you think I'm cool now? Well, I got cash money for doing it, so I guess it was worth it. What do you think? Whatever. You're not even my real horse. Alright, boy. No. I would wipe my ass with that shitty horse, and I literally did when I was on his back. Give me Blue! You're my boy, Blue! Alright. I told you Blue was going to come back in the playthrough, and now he is. Hey, Blue. He's like, oh, God, you again. I'm like, yeah. You got a problem with that? He's like, didn't you have a new horse that you somehow made up some weird canon about him based on an old video series you did? I'm like, yeah. But he died. And then Blue is like, what? Beg pardon? Like, he died under mysterious circumstances. It's like, how mysterious? I'm like, well, a goblin may have fucked him to death. He's like, what? I'm like, well, first, see, so it's a funny story in retrospect. You see, we were riding through a lightning storm. He's like, what? And then, you know, an electric bat might have shot both of us into semi-unconsciousness. He's like, oh, so, okay. So after that, you took refuge from the storm and allowed yourselves time to heal, right? I'm like, no, I may have accidentally hit him right in the center of his asshole with a boomerang elbow from a lizard skeleton. He was just staring at me. I'm like, and then, and this is, you know, it's still under investigation. I may have used him to charge headfirst into a goblin, and then when the goblin started fighting back, I may have run back to him and tried to get him to fight my battle for me. And said goblin may have fucked him to death with a club. And Blue's like, I need the fucking number for PETA. My favorite thing about having Blue as my current horse again is that when he talks, he just talks in a regular voice. And not an exaggerated horse voice. I don't have to use horse face when I do Blue's voice. No, don't be like that. You're cool too. We can hang out together. Look, he loves me. I'd die for this fucking horse. Mainly because I'd be immediately brought back to life. Treasure! He's like, don't just jump off my back like that. It's a goddamn ocean nightmare. I'm like, but treasure! How fat do you think it is? It's not particularly fat. If that loot went to go visit its grandmother would be like, you must eat, you're all skin and bone. Here. That's a goblin with a mop. A mop-goblin, I believe they're known as, colloquially. Alright, we have to keep running, horse, because there's goblins chasing us, and they got sticks and shit. Perfectly sized to obliterate a horse's asshole. Okay. I vaguely know where we are. There's the tower of power. That's to be decided at a later date. Alright, horse, here's what we're going to do. He's like, what'd you just call me? I'm like, I called you a horse? He's like, no, you called me horse with a capital H. I'm like, shut up, I'm adjusting. Alright, Blue. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to ride up there, all willy-nilly, and I'm going to scramble up that tower nambly-pambly like a cat drinking a saucer of milk. And I'm going to activate the shit out of it. And that's going to make my magical tablet, GPS, unlock this region. It's a good plan. I'm trying to figure out how to get this fucking horse up there. Blue, do you have any... Hold on, there's a secret house here I have to investigate. He's like, you mean rob? I'm like, no, I'm gonna pillage it for supplies. It's different. Ooh, supplies. I hope it's a big screen TV. Oh, a useful commodity. That's the last thing I needed. Not for nothing, Blue, but you got some choo-choos behind you. They're just right for a traveler's sword, though. Never go outside the country without your traveler swords, kids, in case you need money. I never visit Europe without a traveler's sword. I think you can walk around Europe with the swords. I don't see why you couldn't. The whole fucking continent, the history of it is based on swords. Probably had to have different kinds of swords. Like if you went to Scotland, you'd have to have a big fuck-off claymore. But if you went to France, you'd have to have like a thin little foil. Blue, you are trying to run us into a river. This isn't the ferry scene from The Ring. Of course, if you went to Germany, you better have a Zweihander. They won't even let you in the fucking country. They're like, look, Hans. Look what this man's trying to bring in here. It's like, oh, Franz. Such a shamefully small sword. Oh, I can't even look directly at it. Spain? You'd need one of them Don Quixote swords. I don't know what kind of sword Don Quixote had, but you'd need one. If Noah was here, he would know what kind of sword Don Quixote had, but he's not, because Noah's not real. I made him up. Noah's like Santa Claus. Blue, what are you doing? He's like, what am I doing? I'm trying to not fall off a fucking mountain. Like, okay, well. The most important thing is we have communication. Now, I need you to crab walk sideways down here. We were going to get to that fucking tower. Okay, the problem is I need to run across that little skinny bridge. But I was scared earlier because there were goblins with mops and hoes. Mops and Hoes, the name of my debut rap album. Yes, I see you all there. You're very cool. What? I was trying to distinguish which swords you need to get into which European countries. In Switzerland, you just need a Swiss Army knife. Istanbul? That's in Turkey. They probably use some kind of scimitar there, right? That seems like a stereotypical thing they would use. Horse, give me just a second. I'm going to one-shot this moblin. It's going to be fucking awesome. You're going to think I'm so cool. He's like, that's very highly unlikely. You're not supposed to turn around. You're cheating. Okay, now that we've caught him cheating, I'm going to take this traveler sword and go, board him, son. We got a stealth strike. I threw that thing right at the side of his head, son. It was beautiful. I don't know what weapon to use. Probably this fucking thing. You graveyard dead, Horse. What do you think, Blue? I can't tell if he's hyped. No, he's not. He's scared. Look, he was already dead when he fell on you. Alright, you need to calm down. Horses are such fickle animals. Look, here, have an apple. He's like, is it red delicious? That's my favorite. I'm like, oh God. Not only are you reminding me of Horse, but I accidentally did his voice as your voice. I'm so sorry. I apologize for that. Forgive me, Blue. Alright, Blue. We got this. Do you think Blue knows I named him after a Saga Frontier character? Because he'd probably be ashamed. Okay. Yes, you're a goblin. Everyone thinks you're super fucking cool. Moblin ramming speed. Booyah! That's how you fight with a horse, son. I had that motherfucker on lockdown, like literally. I may have spooked Blue, though. That's alright, he's hanging out with some birds. Maybe one of those birds is Master Crane from the Kung Fu Panda franchise. I never watched any of the second, or I didn't watch the second or third Kung Fu Panda movie, so I don't know if they're any good. I watched one episode of the series. It was very odd. So the plot of the episode was that they banned Kung Fu in the city that Poe and the Furious Five live in. And Poe couldn't handle it because he loves Kung Fu. So he dressed up as some vigilante, by wearing a ancient Chinese warrior mask that did Kung Fu in the streets. And all I remember was that Tigress was super fucking hot for the vigilante, and every time they brought him up, she left the room to go quote-unquote train. I think it was implied that she was masturbating furiously. Are you going to throw that goblin at me? That's cold, son. That's Cold Stone Creamery. You might as well mix some fucking Kit Kats in that shit. Well, we did it. What do you think, Blue? You've been through a lot. You know what, champ? You earned an apple. I'm like a shitty fucking stepdad. Every time I do something terrible to my kids, I just give them sweets and candies. I'm like, I'm sorry that I accidentally grabbed your dick, but here's a Heath bar. I don't know why I became Christopher Walken. Also, what kid wants a fucking Heath bar? I'm like, here, have some crunchy toffee with chocolate around it. I kept that Heath bar up my ass for 7 years. Okay. Now here's the problem. This tower is covered in thorns, and that's usually wouldn't be a problem because thorns are elementally weak to being burned with fire. But fire is elementally weak to the fact that it never stops fucking raining in this piece of shit game. We got a lot going on, don't we, Blue? Don't you include me in this shit. He's like, I don't know you. When people ask if I know that elf boy, I say no. I'm like, well, fine, but can I at least have these Hylian herbs? Alright, it looks like the rain stopped. We can blame it on the rain, I suppose, just as once. Alright, here's what we're going to do. Let's just shoot a fire arrow at this. And by that, I mean, let's do a cool slow-mo, jump in the air, shoot a fire arrow at it. Alright, here we go. Oh, yeah. Hoo-wah! Peggy Hill. What do you think, Blue? Impressive, huh? He's like, I weren't paying attention. I was eating grass. I'm like, eating grass? You can eat grass anytime you want. I can only do cool Keanu Reeves slow motion jump shots occasionally. Okay, I have to stop falling off of this thing and just climb it. That's all there is to it. I should put the climbing bandana on every time I climb, but I don't feel like it, so I'm not going to. When I get the full climbing set, I might, but not right now. And not like this. Not like this. More thorns, which means more fire arrows. I knew I was saving these fucking things for something. It certainly weren't fighting enemies. It was puzzle solving. And looking cool. Do you think I'm cool yet, Blue? It's like, what? I can't hear you over the sound of you not being cool. Link's like, I miss Horse. At least when Horse made fun of me, it was good-natured and it came from a good place. I feel like Blue just genuinely doesn't like me. That's the problem with your first horse. You're so young and naive, you don't know any better. Son, it takes time to grow a horse relationship. You've got to be mature and know how to make compromises. Alright, where the hell are we trying to get? Over there? Up there? Oh, up there. Okay, gotcha. I got this shit, baby. I'm gonna climb the fuck out of this tower. This tower won't even know whether I'm coming or going. I'm gonna climb this tower till it loves it. I'm gonna climb all 70 hard, thick, throbbing, veiny inches of this tower. Blue's like, what are you talking about now? I'm like, oh, you can hear me all of a sudden, huh? I start making dick analogies and all of a sudden somebody's got bionic man hearing. You're like Elaine Bennis when she was riding in that car and pretending not to hear the guy and then found out he was going to go pick up Tom Hanks and then all of a sudden she could hear. And then comedically, Jerry's professional tennis playing girlfriend was actually deaf, and at the end of the episode she gets in the car and the guy's like, you're not really deaf. It was a very humorous Seinfeld moment. Alright. Jesus. It took something. I bet that has enemies on it that haven't loaded due to the Wii U's limited process. Alright, we could finally go to the village over there and take care of some important business vis-a-vis the color of my tunic. Blue, where are you? Okay, I see you. Blue, I'm gonna land on you. He's like, what? What the shit? Don't worry, I'm gonna decelerate first. Yeah! You gotta admit, that was cool. He's like, I guess. I mean, it could have been cooler. Don't mind me, goblins around a cooking pot. I was just leaving. We'll make it like a horse to get the fuck. No, stop! No, why, Blue? I believed in you. Blue threw me off a fucking mountain. What an asshole. I'm gonna whistle for him and see what he does. I wonder if he'll make it down here. I guess we'll give him a moment. And since we're standing in tall grass waiting for a horse, I mean, there's no reason not to collect restless crickets, right? Listen, these fucking things can be turned into money. And that money can be used to resurrect horse. So I don't want any of y'all fucking complaining. Well, then if you did get down here quick. He's like, yeah, I took the actual path. Like, what the hell was I doing? He's like, being an asshole. I'm like, yeah, but more than usual. It's already raining again. Hey, look, more horses. Alright, we're going to the village, horse. We're going to settle down there and start a new life together. We're going to open a delicatessen. Blue's like, I don't... So a restaurant? I'm like, no, it's a delicatessen. It's different. It's fancy. We're going to open a pizzeria. He's like, I can't make pizza. I got hooves. I'm like, well, you can deliver it. I just heard Zoe bark in the living room. I think she appreciates my idea. Either that or she hears me in my room yelling and thinks I'm a burglar. She thinks I'm one of those burglars that break into people's houses and then record Let's Play style videos of popular Nintendo franchises. Okay. Don't take the wrong path. That's just a loop. We need to go down this and then kind of up in... No. That's not where the damn village is. Where the fuck am I? I am so goddamn drunk. Okay, seriously. No, there's where we're going. That's the village. So we need to go left and then just follow this road. Alright, Blue, you get that? He's like, yeah, I knew where we were going. I'm like, how? He's like, well, if I'm going to be a pizza delivery horse, I need to know damn roads. I'm like, look at you showing such initiative. God, I need one of you artist types out there, or just anybody who has MS Paint, to doodle me up an image of Link and Blue starting a pizzeria in Hateno Village, or whatever it's called. And just having the best of times while the ghost of horse watches in the background. This would be a perfect picture for one of the brothers' trousers, but I don't know if they're watching this playthrough or not. God damn it, people are fighting in the woods. Hold on, this is how horse died, but we're going to be more careful this time. Shut the fuck... Oh, I missed. I even yelled at him preemptively. What the hell weapon was I using? Boko Club! Ow! Fucking thing fights too much. Yeah, Flurry Rush! Too bad it's with a shitty weapon that does no damage. But it's the thought that counts, right? I'm gonna throw this motherfucker at him, I know that. I did it! I hit him right in the fucking mouth. I like how I'm cutting down a tree, which is using up most of my sword's fucking durability. There's skeletons and shit, there's too much happening. Alright, bombs need to be used in a very wise manner. I threw that over there, and I think I hit Blue in the ass. This is how it always happens. I stop to help somebody in the woods, and it end up killing my horse. It's a self-perpetuating cycle of violence. Alright, you need to fuck off, because you're a blue goblin, which means this sword can kill you in a couple of hits. There. And then each and every one of y'all needs to get directly off of my dick. Alright, that sword broke. Give me this. Alright. Link, if you would ever stand up again. There. It wasn't the wisest use of bombs, but I needed some goddamn breathing room. This game's combat is a fucking mess, by the way, if y'all didn't know that. Like, easily the worst part of this fucking game is this shitty combat. Fuck. If we'd been through something. The lesson here is don't help people in the woods. Alright, what do you got to say? Yeah, you're welcome. What do I get? I like how everyone just rewards me with food. Apparently they've forgotten the old Hyrule tradition of rupees and a blowjob. Do you want to talk to me? Okay, whatever. Fuck you. Nobody cares. Blue, how you doing? How you holding up? He's like, you're fucking dangerous, dude. He's like, if I keep hauling your ass around, I'm just going to be a fucking enabler. I'm like, look, I gave you an apple, alright? You're fine. Jesus. Why are horses so drama queen? Blue's the kite probably has a live journal. He's like, dear live journal, you won't even believe what happened today. This little elf motherfucker. First of all, he resurrects me out of the hell dimension that I got summoned into when I got stabled. I'm like, it's not a hell dimension, it's a stall in a stable. Hey, Farmer McBrown. Nobody cares that you stand there with a pitchfork. Alright, fuck it, we made it to town. Damn if it didn't take something. Alright. Horse, I'm going to park you over here by this tree. And you hang out here and make new friends and experiences. He's like, once again, my name's not Horse. Okay. What time is it? It's the middle of fucking night. Which doesn't really matter in this game because like most games of this nature, like time has no effect on what the hell's going on in the world. Well, it does, but not really. Let's go stay at the inn because I'm fucking wore out after our adventures. There's no innkeeper. How are you going to rent rooms when you go to bed at night? Hey, this is an inn. This is somebody's house. Where's the inn? Oh, I could just... Is there a fucking blood moon? Alright. Well, that means everything we killed is resurrected. But some of the loot we looted is back as well. Here's the inn. Remember, kids, when you're traveling to a new city, don't mistake random people's houses for the inn. Hey, Sweet Jeez, how you doing? I want a regular bed. I ain't paying your fucking inflated goddamn overnight fees. She's like, really? It's like the soft bed comes with a happy ending. I'm like, well, now, you know, I had to jump to conclusions. Hey, how does a happy ending work in a bed? It's like you go to sleep for 8 hours just being jerked off. You wake up, you dick, you need fucking Neosporin and Icy Hot. Just keep that thing falling off of you. Kids, if you learn anything from your old Uncle Tenfey, don't jerk off for 8 hours straight. My God. I feel like that's a good moment for an episode to end. I wonder if I ended an episode there. Alright, finally we can get back to business. Alright, there's shit we need done. First and foremost, we can finally fix our tunic issue. Okay. Which means we need to change our attire. Take this fucking thing off. Hey, buddy! Let's do it, baby. Alright, so what we want to do is... Alright, they dye whatever you're wearing, so we're going to take our pants off. So all you lady types out there, here's your chance to enjoy some elf thighs. I don't know why I spilled so much spaghetti trying to say that. Alright, so we can dye this tunic. And ideally we were just going to dye it green, because it's the most Zelda-y. Also, you can use Restless Crickets to do it. But let's look at our options. You got blue, kind of a Zora tunic thing there. Red also looks really good. A little Goron tunic action. That yellow is pretty damn bold. I like the green accent of the cummerbund. White for when you're, you know, not scared to eat spaghetti. Black when you're My Chemical Link. If you're, you know, that looks like a color palette in Smash Brothers. Orange is my favorite color, but it's awfully bold for a tunic. I don't know if I want to strut about drawing that kind of attention. It's like having iPod, official iPod headphones, son. You're just going to attract the wrong kind of people. That's like a navy, and it looks pretty, I guess. Light blue. Ugh. Okay, you got green. Purple for royalty. Pink for the more effeminate Link. A Link that's more in tune with certain aspects of his nature and his, you know, general lithe elfiness. That's how we're going to phrase that. Crimson, burning passion. I don't know. This is light yellow. Brown, that's the everyday workman's tunic. And then gray. So, now that you all seen them all, we're just going to go green right now. Alright, and we're going to use... We could use these frogs to do it. We'll use 3 frogs and 2 of these. Perfect. Alright, this little scene of how your clothes get dyed in this game, the first time I saw it legitimately tickled me. So I'm going to try to leave it in the video and hope that Nintendo and Shigeru Miyamoto don't come kick my door in and just grab my entire computer and run out the house with it. Beautiful. We look so proper Zelda-like now. I guess we'll put our pants back on. I thought about dyeing this hood green as well, but I like the contrast of the darker hood. Plus, a darker color like that goes with more things. Son, it's turned into Fashion Souls. Breath of the Fashion. Alright, pick some apples in case we piss our horse off. Son, I feel so Zelda-like. Alright, what else are we going to do over here? We could try to buy a house, but I need like 3,000 rupees for that. And as we know, I'm investing all my rupees into resurrecting my dead horse, which means I can't buy these bomb arrows either. Okay. Back to business. We could upgrade our pad, our tablet, the place where you do that. Laboratory, that's the word I was trying to think of. You need a torch to do it, so drop this shit. Okay. Okay, Blue. You know what we could do is like, just get on my back and then climb off. Shut up here. Fine, I'll give you a fucking apple. I'm just reinforcing bad habits if I give you an apple every time you throw a tantrum. What kind of fucking colorful horse is Blue anyway? He's like, I don't know. You named me. You named me after the worst soccer character. I'm like, hey, I did not name you Ricky. We could buy armor. Genuine fucking armor for when the fights get too dicey. But I'm going to stick with upgrading our current gear. Mainly because I don't feel like dealing with a whole other set of armor. Plus, you know, I just got my new green tunic, son. Why am I going to fucking put a suit of armor on over it? It ain't done. It ain't right. You can't make him gallop in town. I'm like, horse, look, I know the speed limit in town is 5 knots. I don't know if that's true. I know it's 6 kilometers per hour. I don't even know what that is either. But, you know, they're not going to give you a ticket for that. Hold on, I have to do this quest for this guy, which involves restless crickets. So he has a crush on the innkeeper girl. So he's like, I can't talk to her because I'm a character in a Japanese work of fiction, which means I'm not allowed to talk to somebody I'm attracted to. So I have to go in here and Link's like, hey, what do you like? Because he's a creepy motherfucker. And she just wants to get rid of him. And so she's like, I like restless crickets. I want 100 of them. And Link's like, oh, gee whiz. Have you talked to the right motherfucker? And so this guy's like, hey, bring me 10 restless crickets, and then something will happen. There. I just summed up the entire quest. Hey, I got 10 crickets for you. Booyah! Well, we made $100 fucking dollars off of that. By that I mean 100 rupees. Blue's like, what the hell was that? Like, I was solving a relationship problem. You might not know this about me, Blue, but I am a licensed counselor. He's like, really? Where'd you go to school? I'm like, well, I didn't. He's like, well, then what makes you qualified? I'm like, look, I have watched Star Trek's Next Generation several times, and Counselor Troy is a prominent character, so I know how to help people. He's like, isn't she half Beta Z? I'm like, I don't know, aren't you half asshole? And the other half is dicks. You're all dicks and assholes, Blue. He's like, Jesus, man, I'm just having a conversation with you. I'm like, I'm sorry, Blue, I'm under a lot of pressure, alright? I just got out of a bad horse relationship. He's like, yeah, that's what you call it when you get your fucking horse killed. Like, look now, me and horse went through a lot together, and we both made mistakes. He's like, yeah, he made a mistake. He fucking hung around your ass. Goddamn, Blue, you're so confrontational. I don't know about y'all at home, but I need a horse back. I'm tired of having to yell at myself as a made-up character, yelling at another character who technically I'm making up. It's fucking exhausting arguing with yourself for 2 or 3 hours into a microphone for YouTube. Alright, we're here. Alright, you sit right there. Alright, we have to talk to creepy grandma. Hey, creepy grandma. So this quote-unquote little girl is like a 100-something-year-old woman who accidentally turned herself into a 6-year-old girl because Japan. Okay, blah, 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 blah. Yes, the plot, etc. books. Hey, oh no, you tricked me and you made me think that guy was the director, but it's actually you. Have I got to talk to him again? I guess I have to go read her diary. I don't remember. I'm not paying attention. I do need this torch, though, for solving puzzles later. Alright. Let's climb up the lab and read the creepy fucking pedo bait doctors. I don't know. It's kind of like Etna from Disgaea. If you were in court off this shit, you'd be like, Your Honor, in my defense, the 6-year-old girl is actually like a 180-year-old woman. He's like, that's not good. It's not better. What are you doing? No, this isn't where I'm supposed to go. Alright, let's actually pay attention to the dialogue instead of talking about fucking lolicons. Alright, what do you have to say? A traveler, have you spoken to the director? Yes. Well, if your visit day leads you to find your journey, not 2 minutes, please. Then we go talk to this guy. So share your desire to restore the basic range in your Sheikah slate before you do. Oh god, I haven't talked to fucking Impa. You motherfuckers are making me advance the goddamn plot. I ought to go kill Calamity Cannon. Yeah. Yeah, I know what I said. Calamity Cannon. It's my nickname for him. You all don't even know. I'm the hero of time. Shut up. Okay. Well, Blue, things didn't work out. You have creepy horse teeth, by the way. Oh, I can't stay mad at you. You're fucking adorable. God damn it, Blue. Maybe I should just keep Blue as my horse. If you think about it, I'd save a lot of money. He's like, yeah, do I get a say in this? I'm like, no, but you do get an apple. Enjoy. What if the apple rolled off the mountain and he walked off after it? Okay, well, Operation Don't Talk to Fucking Impa is a blowout because I have to go talk to fucking Impa because Shigeru Miyamoto want to let you fucking do whatever you want. He's like, this game is a freedom and an open world, but you have to do it the way I want. What do you think, Blue? Do we go talk to Impa, come back here, upgrade our tablet? We're paralyzed by choice. We really are. The term paralyzed by choice means a lot of things. We're eventually going to have to come down. Is it this region? It might be. Yeah, I think it's this one where the horse resurrection shrine is. Fuck. I'm so goddamn discouraged. I gotta go talk to that old woman. What do you think, Blue? I guess we'll get it over with. Stop looking at me like that. God damn it, Blue. I want to be mad at him, but he's an adorable blue horse. Am I secretly reverse tsundere for Blue? Okay. Let's go fucking let Impa run her mouth. God damn the shit I put up with. Of course, before we do that, let's check real quick. See if a bloopy spawn. They like to spawn on this little path to the Great Fairy Fountain. No? About any fairies. I'm doing so many things to put off having talked to Impa. It's just that I'll edit it out for y'all, but for me, it's just so many fucking cutscenes and dialogue screens I got to skip. It's not fun. I don't know what makes the little random fairies in this area respawn. Because obviously the Blood Moon didn't do it because there was a Blood Moon like 30 seconds ago. Well, maybe like 8 minutes ago, give or take. I have a poor grasp on the concept of time. Okay, enough dilly-dallying. I have a fucking old-ass woman to go talk to. At least she's a proper old-ass woman. And not pretending to be Lolicon Deathmatch. Lolicon Deathmatch. It's my favorite Japanese fighting game. What was that game? Arcana Heart? Where all the girls are lollies, and if you play it in Canada, apparently you get arrested. Hey, I'm here. I'm the hero of time. You're that girl that secretly wants to fuck me, but not too secretly. It's so odd for an actual semi-adult woman to want to fuck my character. She's like, what the hell does that mean? Hey, Impa, I'm here. I have to skip this scene now. Content ID, my god. Oh, Jesus. Finally. 3 lifetimes later. We're finally allowed to do what we want. Nobody tell Shigeru Miyamoto, son. He'll hot patch the game. He'll take this shit away from it. Alright. Time to warp back over here. I can't warp there. Oh, my god, you know what I did? I was so excited to be here and dye my tunic, I forgot to activate the shrine that's like right around here. So, well, maybe I can fly from the tower. I guess we'll find out. Oh, I wasn't paying attention. I was doing something important. Alright. I was reading a Chaucer novel. That's important, right? I fell off. No, come back. No, everything went wrong. Why did this happen? Oh my god. That's what I get for reading Chaucer when I'm supposed to be playing video games. No, I wasn't making myself another drink and running back in the room before the loading screen was over. Stupid. That was a fucking nightmare what just happened. Hold on. Do I load? I lost a ferry. You know what? I guess we'll just have to accept that we lost that ferry, son. It's just what happens. Sometimes you got to man up and give up your life-restoring mystical creature that you carry around in your pocket. But I am going to warp back at the top of that tower. Alright, this time I was paying rapt attention. Parappa the rapt attention. Okay, the shrine is right there. Yeah, that's right. We can do this. We're just going to fly our ass straight to the village. Now that we don't have a condescending horse story about, we can fly wherever we're going. He's like, I heard that. Like, damn, he has good hearing when you're talking about him. It's like your relatives at Thanksgiving. You're like in the other room. There's all this loud people talking and football on the TV. So you think you can be like, so Aunt Gertrude's still a drunk, huh? And you hear, I heard that. You're like, damn. Not only is she still a drunk, but she can hear like a motherfucker. Shooting goats. I missed. Come back, goat. I have to kill you. You're made of meat. The final shot of my Lizzle bow. It was all worth it. It all paid off in the end. Now I have to run over there. If only I had some sort of quadruped animal to ride on the back of. Blue's like, yeah, where's your fancy paraglider now? Like, it's in my backpack. I can't use it right this second. He's like, I was being facetious. Link's like, you wait till I get a hold of a thesaurus. I can understand what the hell you're talking about. Blue is such a scholarly horse. He likes to use them big words. Like cummerbund and hors d'oeuvres. Hors d'oeuvres. That's how you say hors d'oeuvres in English. It's like, no, you don't. You just say the French word. Like, yeah, well, the French don't have a word for entrepreneur. Fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice, can't be fooled again.